Hello, everybody. How are you? It has been a second. Hello, hello, hello. I'll be on in just a second. You know what I need help with. Please let me know how everything sounds. We've had some problems with audio in the past few episodes, so please let me know how the audio sounds right now. I'll be on in just a moment. I'm trying to get the horizontal and vertical live stream set up and get a vote going. So please let me know how everything sounds, and I'll be on in just a sec. All right, see you soon. All right. Sorry about the wait. Let's rock and roll. Wait, I want to do this one first. There we go. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi. It's been a second. Oh, hold on. I got audio going in too many places at once. There we go. Hi, everybody. I missed you. It's been a sec. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys are doing great. It's been a while. I have a whole bunch of things to update you on. I went to Kentucky for a big game convention that was really fun. That took a lot out of me. I've been I hurt myself pretty bad, but it's getting healed. I'll show you guys that in a second. I've been working on a big project that I still can't share yet, but you're gonna love it, and I'm very excited to share it when I am ready to share it, and I can kind of tease it a little bit. And let's see, Jimbo had a little scare, but she's doing okay. But you know, I'll tell you all about that in the stream. And yeah, let's get rocking and rolling. So here's what we're doing today. Today we're gonna crochet some plants. It's the first day of spring. Happy spring, everybody. Here in Southern California, it does not feel like spring. It feels like summer. It is hot as butts out here, very warm, which is unfortunate. So we're staying indoors and crocheting instead. And so we're gonna make some plants that never wilt and that will never die, because we here at Club Crochet have not a very good green thumb, unfortunately. I do all right. I've got some plants here and there, but I'm much better at crocheting. So let's crochet some plants that we won't kill. And what we're gonna crochet today is gonna be based on whatever you want. So we are voting right now in the chat. We're specifically voting in the horizontal chat. So if you're watching it in the vertical live stream right now, where it's like built for the phone, switch over to the horizontal live stream. That's where we're going to be doing our votes today. We do both at the same time because YouTube likes to push the vertical ones more than the horizontal ones, so we kind of have to play the game. But we're going to be mostly doing all of our votes on the horizontal live stream, so that's just your heads up there. So that's what we're making today. Right now we are currently voting on what we want to make. We are voting between a cactus, a flower, a tree, or something completely improvised. Now, what does improvised mean? Well, it can mean any of the three or a mix of all of them. I don't know yet. I'm going to figure it out as we go if we vote for improvised. It looks like that one is currently winning, so I got to start using my noggin and figure out what we're going to make. But while we get going today, while you guys are voting and grabbing all of your materials, let's talk about everything you need to crochet along with me if you'd like to join me on our crochet along today. And if not, I'll talk to you also about how you can support this channel if that's something that you might be interested in as well. Okay, so let's start with what you're gonna need if you want to crochet along with me. The first thing you're gonna need is a crochet pattern. Now, if we make something improvised, I don't know if I'll have a crochet pattern. I might be improvising the pattern live today. In fact, I most likely will be, regardless of what we're making, customizing what we're making. So, and I'll try to explain whatever I'm doing that isn't already in a video tutorial, because everything on the website that is already in a pattern has a video tutorial. So this live stream is not designed to be a video tutorial, but we will probably be going through some tutorial stuff during the stream as well. So that's just a heads up. If you do want the patterns for everything that I have on the website, you can find them all right here at clubcrochet.com, or if you're on the vertical version, it's going to be right here, clubcrochet.com. There's links also in the description for everything I'm going to be talking about today. We have a whole bunch of different plant-themed patterns and a new bundle that's out now that gets you access to a bunch of different plant patterns and access to a bunch of credits so you can use them on any patterns that you want on the website. It's this really cool little system that I've built so that you can kind of like get extra patterns every time you get purchase any patterns from the website. So it's pretty cool. I'll talk about all that in a little bit. If you want to crochet along with us, you're going to need some materials outside of the patterns themselves. The materials we're going to be using, let's start with the hook. We're going to be using a size G 4mm crochet hook. It's just my favorite size hook to use with the yarn we're going to be using, which is going to be worsted weight cotton yarn. We have our very special amigurumi cotton yarn that is from Club Crochet. It looks something like this when it's got its label on it, but without the needle in it. This is our special amigurumi cotton yarn. It's available on our website in kits. I'm so sorry it's not available for individual purchase yet, but I'm still working on that. And I've been, honestly, I've had so much going on. I have all the pictures and everything ready to sell these individually. I just haven't had the time to do it. So feel free to bug me via email if you're like really want to purchase these individually, and I'll try to get this up as soon as possible. So that's the yarn we're going to be using. We're probably going to be using greens, beiges, browns, you know, plant colors. But I don't really know. We'll find out what we're going to use when we use it, but I'll explain that as I go. Outside of the yarn and the hook, you're going to need some scissors for, you know, cutting stuff. You're going to need a darning needle to help sew in hard to reach stitches. I'm not sure how much sewing we're going to need, but we'll probably need a little bit. You might need a pipe cleaner depending on whatever we're making. You might need some safety eyes. I'll probably be using 6mm safety eyes. It's usually my favorite to use, but that might not happen. It depends on what we're making. Is it going to be amigurumi? Is it going to be just a crochet? I don't know. So we'll find that out together. And then you'll probably need stuffing as well. I think that's everything as far as materials go. If you're in the chat and you're like, hey, what about this? Please let me know, because there might be something I'm not thinking about. By the way, hello to the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you like what's going on right now, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can support this channel. The first, probably bestest way to support, and easiest and freest, like this video down below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell icon so you don't miss when we come out with live streams. I usually do a live stream every week. It has been a second. I've had kind of a weird few weeks. So my stream schedule has been a little bit off. There we go. I was moving the camera every time I wiggled the screen. So yeah, I've been a little out of it. So if you want to make sure you don't miss it when we do live streams and I start streaming like at random times, just make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, all that stuff. If you like to support monetarily, there's a whole bunch of ways to support monetarily. Probably the best way is with the Club Crochet membership. Members get you early access to future patterns, which we have a bunch of them on the way soon. It gives you access to the exclusive library of tutorials. There's a whole bunch of different tutorials like little gnome homes and spaceships, and there's so many. We have I think we have 300 and something when we did our last count. There's a lot of them on the website. We have a bunch of collaboration patterns. You can find them all, again, at clubcrochet.com. Check out this big goblin. Oh my god, it's so cool. So you can find all these patterns and a whole lot more at clubcrochet.com. Memberships are probably the best way to support the channel. You can get a membership starting at $5.99 a month. Or you can get a free trial, see if it's something you're interested in, and if it's not, you can cancel it at any time. You can also purchase patterns, kits, merch, all in our store that you can find at Club Crochet. That's also a great way to support this channel. This channel is completely supported by its members and audience, so yeah, please consider supporting if you really like what's happening here. Okay, oh yes, the last way you can support monetarily. If you really like this live stream and the live stream situation in general, and you want to show your support for live streams, there is one big way you can support, which is to tip. You can tip by using the super chat option. There's a super chat link in the chat. There's a little dollar icon. If you hit that dollar icon, you can super chat. If you super chat today, I'm gonna put a plant in the background, at least in the horizontal version of this video, in the background for anybody that super chats. And we actually already got one, so thank you so much to Janelle. Oh my gosh, it's been so, oh no, it's Johnny. Oh, Johnny, it's been so long. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. Oh, and you finally made your first sale. First 2 unprompted sales this year. Thank you for teaching. Oh, dude, you rock. I miss you. I'm so glad to see you again. Thank you so much for being into the chat. And hello to everybody in the live stream chat. We're going to be talking a lot today. We got a lot of things to talk about. But let's go ahead and add a plant to the background for you, Johnny. Let's see. We're going to go with, you know what? Let's go with Hogan here, our hunky cactus. So you're gonna get a hunky cactus here, Janelle, or Johnny. I keep wanting to call you Janelle because your name is Johnny. You know what? Yeah. Anyhow, we're gonna put this guy in the background. His name is Hogan, but I'll tell you what, you can give him a middle name. He doesn't have a middle name yet. So if you want to give him a middle name, go ahead and let us know in the chat, and I'll do my best to always remember it. And it's gonna be right here in the corner of the horizontal stream. Okay, I think that's everything we wanted to go over. I don't think I'm missing anything. Please let me know if you do think I'm missing anything. Let's end our poll and see what we are making. Oh, I knew you guys were going to choose I knew you were gonna choose improvised. Okay. Whew. All right. You want a challenge. All right. I love a challenge. I love a challenge. Let's get the paper and pen out because we are going to be improvising something today. Do I even have any empty pages on this? I don't. Oh, here. We have one empty page. We're going to use that. And... all right. I'm hoping this has ink in it. I knew it didn't. I knew it! I knew it didn't have ink in it. I had it in my heart. I was like, you know what? I bet you the pen, the one pen I need, doesn't have ink. One moment. I have a pen out here. Okay. I got a pen. I know. I'm back. I'm sorry. Okay. So we need to improvise a plant. Oh boy, you guys are challenging me. All right, so here's the first thing I guarantee I want to do. Like, I know for sure that we want to make, first off, it's going to be potted. I like doing potted plants anyhow, and I want to do something maybe about this size, like something that we can actually realistically finish in a live stream. So let's go ahead and draw the pot first, because then it'll actually give us something on paper. Sometimes for me, when I'm drawing out what I want to make, it's easier for me to just get something on the paper to just help my mind start going, you know? So that'll be our pot. I want whatever we make to have a body. Like, I always like to add a face, a body, things like that into it. So let's go ahead and... Chuck Florist. Let's go ahead and do... I think it's really fun when the body is in the dirt. So, like, let me show you on another plant. So, like, let's go, like, something like this. So it's got little legs and then some kind of smile. So that's actually the dirt that would go in the pot is what I'm thinking. So that way we can kind of do whatever we want with the plant itself. Let me show you an example of what I mean there. 1 second. Here's another plant. Where's my... oh, here it is. So for example, we made this on one of our live streams. This is a succulent. And when you take it out of the pot, he's actually got a little face. And what I did with this one is, this is like a little snot. So you can actually pull it out of his nose. So he looks like he's got a little booger. So I'm thinking something like that. So like the face is kind of hidden. And then we have access to do whatever we want for the hair or the top of it. And then we can hide it into our pot. Okay, so there's the idea on like what's going to go on the bottom side. And then we can kind of do whatever we want with the face too. We can kind of like customize it based on whatever the like vibe is, you know, like are we making something happy or sad or something like that. And then we can kind of figure out what we want to do for the plant itself. Now, for the plant itself, I think flowers are nice. I like doing flowers. Are there any flowers I haven't really made yet? Are there any designs? I mean, we could do something as simple as just making a little sprout guy, little sproutling or something. You know, that would be really cute. We already do have designs for that, but it's maybe a little too simple for improvised, and it's not really as that improvised because I've already kind of made these things. So maybe a flower. Any suggestions from the chat on types of flowers that you might like to see? I wonder what's in a wonder ball. Cherry blossoms. Oh, we can make a little bonsai tree. That would be cute. Oh, cherry blossoms in general would be really cute. Okay. I actually really like that, Celia. I think that's a great idea. Okay, a little itty bitty bonsai tree. And we can use like, oh, I really like this idea. We can use pipe cleaners to make like kind of a, like how the tree's gonna look, and then just use pom-poms for the cherry blossoms themselves to kind of like make it a little bit more simple. Ooh, or we could do an orchid too. That definitely could work. An anemone? That's funny. I think we're going with something maybe more terrestrial, but I do like where your brain is, Johnny. I like the change of plans there. Have we done sunflowers? We definitely have done sunflowers. Here's what our sunflowers look like. It's actually a no-sew pattern too. It's like this giant sunflower with like this nice little platform, so you can actually stand it up like this. See, it's kind of cool. But yes, we do have sunflowers. So, I mean, we could do a little itty bitty sunflower, but I really like the bonsai tree idea. Oh, an anemone is... I was thinking you were talking about a sea anemone. Okay. Well, let's draw this. I like the idea of a bonsai tree. I think it's a lot of fun. So there's where the bonsai tree will go. And then let me think about how does a bonsai tree... Let's do some Googling here. Bonsai tree. And I'm going to say bonsai tree cartoon. Sometimes I Google cartoon when I'm trying to do research because it gives me more of like a simplistic design idea. Okay, so it looks like we got like one base shape and then some branches coming off of it is like the kind of idea. So if we do one base shape like this, you know, we have like one trunk that's kind of like going up and around. And then this gets bigger and bigger, like that. Then it'll give us something to work off of, you know, and then we have like, you know, roots and stuff. We can just wind this in yarn to just make it yarn related. And then we can do a couple of branches coming off of it. For example, like this. And then something like this. So just like, I think 2 branches might be enough. And then off of those, we'll add our pom-poms. So we'll do like, you know, if we want to do cherry blossom, then we'll do pink pom-poms. But it'll be like pom-pom there, pom-pom here, pom-pom here, and then other ones. So like little pom-poms, other pom-poms here. So that way we can kind of customize it a little bit. I think that looks really fun. I mean, maybe we want even more. You know, maybe we want like it to get a little bit more crazy, and then we can kind of trim it back instead. Right? And then on the inside, we got our little body. So we still got our body idea, but it's got still a vibe there. Now, when it comes to the body, I'm going to need suggestions on how we want to do the face and stuff, and we're going to need suggestions on what we want this pot to look like. So why don't we do that first? Because the pot will help us understand like where we're going to go with the design. So let's go ahead and vote now on what color the pot should be. Because then it'll give us... Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. I mean, we probably want to do a pot about this big, right? Because we want it to be like, you know, I don't want to do a mini like this. I kind of want it to be a little bit bigger. So I think like the bigger pot probably is a good idea. So let's figure out what color we want the pot. We can go with, let's say, I mean, what works well with pink? We got beiges, we got teals, we got blue. Blue would actually look pretty good, maybe. Blue, beige, I think is definitely a great idea. Here's teal. You know, let me grab pink real quick to just have it next to us. So here's what the pink's gonna kind of look like for the tree part, which will give us some kind of like guidance on what will work best with that. You know, because we're gonna use pinks and then brown for the dirt. We probably gonna want an alternative brown for the tree itself. You know what? This could be really cool. What if we did this? I just got this thing for this project I'm working on that I'm not allowed to talk about yet. But I have a project coming out soon that I'm not really allowed to talk about too much. But one of the things that I used for it is this cool rope. This might be kind of cool to use for the, like, especially if we split it like this. This could be kind of cool to use for the actual... No, that doesn't really look like bonsai tree, huh? Maybe we just need a brown that's just like a different texture brown. Like maybe a... Or we can make the dirt, instead of it being dirt, we could do greenery. We can do like... Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Like a mini, like our mini bonsai tree, like this. Let's do that. So this is our big bonsai tree that I've made in the past. And I do like a grass thing down here. So let's do this instead for the dirt. That way we can make the actual tree part itself still in our brown, and it won't get lost in where the connection point is. So that kind of helps that. So the body will be more of this green instead of this brown. We'll use this brown for the... So this is going to be basically set. We need a pot that will complement these colors. That's our goal. So here's the ideas I have there. Tina says teal, brown, pink. Yeah. Grass, tan for the pot. Okay, so let's go with one of these three. I don't know about this teal because I think it might get lost in that color. Let's see here. What are the colors we got? Yeah, grays. I got an orange. I don't think orange will go very well with the pink though. Let's see, what are the colors we got? Maybe like in yellow. I do have a rainbow. Rainbow could be fun. But I know that Kaylin, I think, is in the chat, and Kaylin absolutely hates our rainbow color, so we're not going to use that. She's got strong opinions. Not that that's bad. I appreciate the strong opinions. Maybe the cyan. I know I use the cyan a lot, but we haven't really used it for a pot. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? A pale yellow. And yeah, we hate the orange. See, oh, this is Christian. Christian doesn't like the orange. Okay, so let's ixnay the orange because I agree. I don't really like it either. Let's go with the pale yellow as our fourth option. Hold on, I gotta go into my back catalog of yarn. So we've got this yellow, which is very pale, or this yellow, which is a little bit more bright. Which one do you think? Right or left? Right or left? First chat decides which yellow shade it's going to be in the vote. The light blue looks good too. Black. That could be kind of cool. Or gray actually might work too. Let's go, let me go ahead and throw this in there in the chat. What? Okay, Kristen made the decision. Left it is, more pale. Yoink. Alright, so what color for our pot? We got blue, tan, cyan, or yellow. Okay, so go ahead and vote on that in the chat. While you're voting on that, I know I have some pink pom-poms somewhere. But we might need to actually make our pom-poms from scratch. I really hope that I do have the pink pom-poms somewhere, though. That would make our life so much easier. And I guarantee they're somewhere. Where would I put them, though? Where the heck would those have gone? I cannot stress to you enough how insanely messy this studio is right now. It is like absolutely terrible. It's terrible. Really, really messy. So everything I have, I don't know where it is. I got a million green pom-poms, like, truly, like, look at all these green pom-poms I have. So we could probably use those last second if we want to, but we'll put those to the side. We might end up going green just because I don't know where my pink pom-poms are, and I also don't even know where my pom-pom maker is. And I do not want to make, like, 12 pom-poms by hand. So we might end up doing our pom-poms in green. Okay, well let's see what you guys voted on here for this color here. Oh, it's a pretty close vote. I'll wait for a second longer. Let me switch over the chat really quick. Again, if you haven't yet, like this video down below and subscribe to the channel. We do live streams like this usually every week. So if you want to join them, like and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon so you don't miss it. Someone asked about my finger. My finger's doing a lot better. You ready to see the scar? Or not scar, but my boo-boo. So I got into a crazy altercation last week with a butter knife. He was talking some smack, and I had to teach him a lesson, but he got me pretty bad. here's the cut. It doesn't look that bad anymore. But it was bleeding so bad. I cut myself on Thursday before the stream. And so that Friday, it just hurt really bad to crochet. So I was not using it. It's covered right now. It doesn't look like it is, but I finally started using this skin bandage thing. And I use that immediately. So I wash it off and I put that on it. And look how much it's healed. That's only a week. I'm telling you guys, it looked crazy messy last week. It was bad. But now it doesn't look bad at all. So it's kind of cool. Okay, so what did we choose for the color? I'm going to say 3, 2, 1. Vote is over. 33% say yellow. I am good. I am good. Gucci, Stanley Tucci. All right. So we're going to go with yellow for the pot. Let's go ahead. Hopefully this is enough yellow for the pot. I think it will be. Let's go ahead and start crocheting the pot. And while I do so, why don't you guys vote on which green to use for the grass of the body? Yeah, I know. See, my finger, it doesn't feel good, I will say. I got to be very careful with it. Hey, Nicole. Nicole's in the chat. Hello, Nicole. Okay, we're going to do for the grass color, light green, forest green, or teal. Okay, so those are the options for the grass of the body for our plant. We got to keep Hogan out for Miss Johnny. There we go. So for the body of it, we're going to be voting while I'm making this pot. We want to choose either this light green or sage green is what I call it. So sage green, forest green, or our teal, which is right here. So that's our vote for the grass of the bonsai. I'll keep these right at the top to know that this is what we're voting on still as I start to crochet our pot. Now the pot, I think I'm going to make this... You know what, we'll just go with the classic pot that's for our little Hogan here. We're going to use this pot pattern just to keep things easy for me because we are going to be customizing pretty substantially. So 1 second, I need to pull up the pattern, which means I need to log into the website. If you didn't know, on the website, we have a whole bunch of patterns, and we also have ways that you can post pictures of your patterns and stuff. You know what, let me grab my phone. 1 second, so that after this we can... Okay, let's see, it might be dead. Alright, I think my phone died. Okay, that's fine. I'll get it charging though, so that way after the stream we can post a picture of our bonsai tree on the website. Okay, well, let's rock and roll. So the bonsai... I'm going to search Hunky for a Hogan the Hunky Cactus, and that's the pot that we're going to use. We'll jump straight down to the pot pattern. God, I love our website. It's so cool. If you haven't used the site in a while, we have been making so many updates to it, and it is just, it's working so well recently, and I'm just really happy with it. Okay, so in beige, we're going to do 6, 12, 18, 24, and then do 4 front loops only after that. You got it. So we're using the pot pattern. Pot pattern. Ooh, hairstyles. Oh, Stitched Fan. Oh my gosh, hello, dude. Stitched Fan is in the chat. They are a longtime fan of... Check this out, dude. I'm wearing my shirt. Oh my gosh, it's a perfect day for you. Look at this. I'm wearing my Stitch shirt right now. If you didn't know... Here, wait, let me switch cameras really quick so you can see it a little bit better. Check that out. Stitched, War That You Craft. If you didn't know, I have a game that I worked on. It's in like kind of permanent beta mode, beta testing right now. I'm gonna probably re-release it in, I don't know, eventually. But it's a game called Stitched, War That You Craft. The rules are online for free. You can find them at stitchedthegame.com. And it's a game where you crochet a bunch of goblins, trolls, orcs, and ogres, and you battle each other It's kind of like if Warhammer met the Muppets and everything was crocheted. They had babies and all their babies were crocheted. Goblins, specifically. That's the kind of vibe that Stitched is. It's a really fun game. It's a little complicated, but it's very, very fun. I'm really, really proud of it. And so Stitched fan is a big fan of the game Stitched, understandably so, and is currently crocheting a troll and wants thoughts and feedback and ideas for the hair for the troll. That is interesting. It's an interesting idea. Let's see, what kind of hairstyle could we give them as a suggestion for their troll? Let's see. Oh, what about a mullet? Do you have any mullets yet? Do it. That would be fun. A troll with a mullet. I think that would be a lot of fun. That's my vote. A trollet. Oh, I get to vote too. I forgot I'd get to vote. I'm gonna vote on that color. Oh, wow. It's a very close vote for the colors there. Ooh, a mohawk would be cool. Kaylin says mohawk, and I love that. Yeah, I need to... so I'm working on new merch for the website, and so I want to do new shirts for Stitched and Lava Run, and then the new projects that I'm working on that we're going to be announcing very soon are all going to get a bunch of merch as well. A bowl cut? Oh my gosh, that's a great idea too. By the way, shout out to our moderators today. Thank you so much for being here. Cooper and Zoe is back. Those are our moderators today in our live chat. Big shout out to them. Thank you so much for being here, guys. And Zoe's been missing for a second. I think their mom, they needed to help their mom out with stuff. So they've been... What have you been in Australia, Zoe? I think you were in Australia. I'm not really sure. But it's been a second. I hope you're doing well. I hope your mom's doing well. I thought I saw that she's doing okay. She walked her dog recently, so she's feeling a little bit better. You gotta order a new shirt. Yeah, I gotta remake those shirts actually. Hit me up, Zoe. Hit me up on our Slack after this, and I'll try to get it so that you can get like I can just get it to you for like the cost of the print or something, so I can give you a super ultra mega discount. But yeah, hit me up after this, because it would be nice to kind of... Then we can also customize how you want it to look, too, and stuff. And you can kind of we can make this kind of like a guinea pig situation, so we can test out different shirt options and see what people would like the most. Because I've been trying to make mine as, like, baseball tees. I really like baseball tees a lot. But I know that's usually not, like, the biggest... you know, I think I might be a little alone in that world of wearing baseball tees, even though I never play baseball. Thank you so much, Tina. Oh, I hope you're doing well, Tina. How have you been feeling? You fell down? Oh! Today you fell down and broke your left foot and lower leg? Oh no, Tina! Oh, Tina, that's so sucky. I'm so sorry that happened. I hope you're feeling better, dude. That's rough. Well, Tina, you know what? This is what we're going to put out there for you. We're going to put something out on the stream. This is for Tina. This is our little sick cactus. Because you're a little sickly one right now. And look, he's covered in pins, too. This is probably how you're starting to feel today. Oh, Tina, I'm so sorry. But here, we'll get your snot out there. We can pull our snot out, too, over this guy. So there you go, Tina. We'll go ahead and toss this cactus right here in the corner. Actually, we'll put it right next to Hogan. So now we got a double cactus. Oh, I hope you feel better soon, Tina. I'm so sorry that's happening to you. That's rough, dude. Okay, back at it. Back at it again with the white Vans. Is that what he says? Okay, I see what I did wrong. I see what I did wrong, and I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, Jimbo's also not been feeling good too, Tina. He's feeling equally as crummy. Well, maybe not equally. He didn't break any bones, thank goodness. But he's having some kind of UTI or I don't know. He's having a bladder problem right now. So we took him to the vet, and they don't really know what's wrong and stuff. So he's on pain medication right now to see how it goes. He's almost done with that, and then we're gonna check him again. But he's not been feeling good. Definitely, he hasn't been sleeping well. He hasn't been eating or drinking. So we're very hyper aware for him and worried about him. But he's been a little bit on the mend the past few days. So he's definitely starting to feel a lot better. But you know, thoughts out there for Jimbo. You know, he's still yowly, he's still meowy, but he's just not feeling the best recently. So we're worried about him. I like that Jenny middle name her cactus Chuck. I'm guessing after Chuck Norris. Oh, it does kind of look like one of those Mario Sunshine guys. What are those things called? Wait, don't tell me. I know this. Hold on. The Mario Sunshine guys are called... Oh, gosh, it's going to bug me. In Delfino Square. Are they called Delfinos? No, they can't be. They're called... Oh, okay, I give up. Someone do the Googling for me. What are those things called? I gotta be more careful while I'm crocheting here. I have to like try not to touch the crochet at all with this because it does hurt. So I have to like I like crochet with it like out or like tucked in, you know? Alright, so we are increasing up here? No, just single crocheting around. Okay, you got it. You got it, past Lou. 3. Oh, that's it. Oh my gosh, that is annoying because I definitely knew that name. Pianta. That's what they're called, piantas. Dang, I totally knew that too. I really did. Man, my nerd license is gonna get revoked if I make any more mistakes like that. So, anybody been up to anything fun? Anybody been playing any new games, or reading any new books, or listening to any new bands, or anything? Let us know in the chat. I've been listening to I've actually been listening to dance music a lot recently, which is funny. I'm not usually into dance music, but for some reason I've been in a dance music kick. I've been listening to a lot of Fred again, who's he makes like beats and stuff. He's very good. And so I've been listening to a decent amount of that recently. I go through, if you've been in the stream for a while, you know that I go through a lot of weird phases when it comes to my music taste. I kind of like a little bit of everything, but this is my first dance music phase, so it's been kind of fun. Just exploring, finding a bunch of new weird artists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep that finger tucked in there. Does not feel good. 8 and 9. You've been streaming randomized Pal World, Jenny? That's wild. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I was watching Griffin McElroy from the McElroy Brothers, the podcast, and they do like Adventure Time or Adventure Zone and stuff. Anyhow, he live streams a randomized Majora's Mask. It's wild. It is so crazy to watch. But randomized Pal World is insane. I love that idea. Oh, Kaylin. Their first birthday's in May. Oh my gosh, congratulations, Kaylin. That's exciting. That's so exciting. Your maternity leave ends in April, which is wild that you got like basically 11 months of maternity leave. Is that right? Holy cannoli. That's crazy, dude. Anyhow, so you are back at the job hunt. What do you do for, what's your experience, Kaylin? Maybe someone in the stream will know something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then increase right there. Okay, so someone asks, asks, what pattern are we going off of for the pot? We're going off of the pattern for the Hunky Cactus's pot. That's going to be this one right here. So it's pretty simple. I can just explain it to you if you want a quick... Oh my gosh, Jenny, I need to check out your channel. Is it just your Johnny Elliott channel? No, it can't be, is it? Let's see. No, it's not this channel. What's your channel? Give yourself a shout out. Let's hear it. All right, back to this. What? You got 12 months of... That's wild, dude. That's wild. I love that. I love that for you, Kaylin. Oh, you're gonna miss that. You're gonna miss having to go back to work, dude. Okay. But yeah, we're using the Hunky Cactus pot right now. And then, I don't know, we're going to have to figure out the bonsai tree part. I don't really know exactly how I'm going to have to do this, but we'll see. So I went to a big game convention. I don't think we've done a live stream since that convention. Is that correct? I think that's true. And it was so enlightening. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I went to, it's a game convention called Gamma. It's in Kentucky. And it's specifically a game convention for the industry. So it's not for people to like buy games. It's for like people that make games, people that distribute, manufacturers, and stuff like that. And it was really, really cool. It was extremely enlightening. I made so many new friends. People loved Lava Run. Oh my gosh. Lava Run went over very, very, very well there. And my next project, here's a hint at what my next project is, also went over extremely well. Specifically with people that really like what I'm coming out with, were very, very well. It was extremely well perceived. So that was really cool because... yeah, I'm feeling a little bit like I am, what's the word? Like, imposter syndrome when it comes to this next project that I'm keeping a secret for at least another week. But my imposter syndrome was kind of like at full force. So it was really nice to be like, hey, listen, just because you don't play these kind of games as much doesn't mean you're not good at making them. You made a really cool game from a bunch of people that were the perfect people to give me that kind of advice. So it went really well. I got to find so many new games. I'm going to be reaching out to a bunch of games to see if they want me to crochet characters for their game. So for example, no promise or anything, but I met with some of the people from Warhammer, which is wild, and I was like, hey man, I have some people in my audience that really like to crochet Warhammer characters, and I love Warhammer. I used to play, or I'd never played it, but I used to paint them, blah blah blah, and now I crochet them, and I show them my minis, and they were like, oh, what? This is so cool. Can you send us an email? I'm going to send it to my boss, and then maybe you can do like designs for a bunch of Warhammer characters. And I was like, that would be really cool. So that was just one of them. I talked to a bunch of different games to see if they'd be interested in me making designs for crochet pieces for their games and stuff. So it was a very, very cool event. And I really liked it a lot. Yeah. I thought Kentucky was going to be weird, to be completely honest. I was like, ooh, Kentucky, maybe this place is going to be like a little weird, but it wasn't. It was just a state. Like, nothing was weird at all. Maybe it's because I was in Louisville. By the way, okay, get this, guys. I was in Louisville, right, for this convention. I didn't get a single discount for my name being Louis. No one gave me a discount. I'm walking around. I'm ordering sandwiches. I'm going to the register and buying the sandwich. They're like, what name can I put under? I'm like, Louis. Does that mean I get a discount? I am in myville. Do I get a discount? Do I get a discount? Everybody just gave me a giggle and said no. I'm like, psh, dude, I deserve discounts here. I deserve 10% off for my name being the town that I'm in. That's what I believe. If I go to St. Louis, you're telling me they're not going to give me a discount everywhere? Psh, come on. But yeah, it was fun. It was a really fun event. And I got to meet a lot of people. So I think I'm going to be going to Gen Con and maybe PAX Unplugged this year too. Just because like it was so useful and so cool that I think that I will, I think I'll keep going to these things. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, the goal here is to make a cherry blossom bonsai tree. This is true. I do need to figure out the pink problem. Petition to make me the mayor of Louisville? Yes. Make me the mayor of Louisville just because my name is Louis. I think I deserve that. Okie dokie, Johnny. Did you ever give a shout out to what your channel is, Johnny? Let me see. You didn't. Well, Johnny, if you get a chance, give a shout out to your channel. I'd love to see your videos on Pal World randomization. That sounds hilarious. I've never even seen a regular game of Pal World, so just going straight to the the randomizations would be really funny. All right, so now I am on the last round of our yellow pot, which is perfect because I'm just about out of yarn. And then we can start making the grass, or the body of our little character here. Mellow Mushrooms Crochet. Okay, guys, go check out Mellow Mushrooms Crochet. That's Johnny's channel. They're on Twitch and YouTube. Oh, I'm so glad you got to show up, Johnny. Honestly, it's legitimately very good to see you in the chat again. I hope you're having a great week, and yeah, I hope your day is as wonderful as you are. I said that to someone in Louisville. I was at the airport, and the woman at the kiosk was really kind to me, and so I was just like talking to her for a second. I said, I hope your day is as wonderful as you are. And she goes, oh my God, honey, that's so sweet. And I said, it's only sweet because you're sweet. And she thought about it for a second. She's like, you're right. Because if you're not being wonderful, and I say, I hope your day is as wonderful as you are, that's me being mean, actually. It's my way to be like, I hope your day, you get what you deserve, basically. I hope it's either good or bad. I think it's a fun way to say that. Yeah, I've been saying that, I think since high school I've been saying that. Alright, so there's our pot. We're going to cut this off here and hide the end. Good timing, too, because we're just about done out of our yellow yarn. And I think now it's time to change over to our grass color. So what color are we doing for the grass? Sage green it is. Now I'm going to show you a new technique that I just figured out for making grass. Now I've done grass before, and we have a pattern on the website for here's how to make grass. So if you want to learn how to make grass, that's probably a good place to go. But I'm going to show you another technique that I've learned for making grass that is even cooler for amigurumi. And it's not just for making grass. You can use it to make fur, and I intend on coming out with a tutorial for this technique that I'm about to show you later on this year. So bear with me, but here is going to be a preview of this tutorial. So this is how I'm going to make grass. We're only going to do the top layer as grass. I'm calling this, for right now, I'm calling this the fur stitch. We're going to use this the sage green color for it. We're going to start with a magic loop. But this is basically, it's essentially the loop stitch, but with single crochets specifically, and then it's pulled to the front. So it's not on the back of the yarn. Now that sounds really complicated, but I'll show you what I mean. I think this is really, really cool. I really do. I think this is gonna like kind of change the way that fur is crocheted, because you can make fur using cotton yarn now. It's very cool. So here's how you do it. You first we'll do a regular single crochet. Now the next single crochet here, we're gonna do a loop stitch. Here I'm gonna get really close to the camera to show you, for anybody that wants to do this also. So I go in, I yarn over the piece. I'm going to show you this again after our first round because it's kind of hard to show you in our first round. But we go over, around the finger, and hook onto the back of the yarn of the finger like that. Pull that under the stitch. This is hard because it's the magic loop right now. So let's try it again. Under the stitch like that. So that the loop is still on our stitch. We grab it into a pinch and move it over to our other finger. And then we finish the single crochet around that. Like that. So that kind of locks that loop there. And then I pull the loop to the front like this. So it's on the front of our piece. And then I just do a regular single crochet normal. You could do that over and over again to make a bunch of this. But then it creates loops on the outside of your stitches. And then at the end, you can actually cut these loops and it doesn't come undone. Because of the way that we did that little twist and stuff, it keeps everything locked into place. It's so cool. So here, check this out. I'll do it again. One, over, under, hook it in, pull through, transition to a pinch, transition that to the other finger, single crochet around it, pull it off to the front, and then just do another single crochet. And it doesn't look like much right now, but I'm telling you, when that whole thing is made, you're going to see all this grass is going to come together, and it looks so cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got one more. We'll do one more loop stitch. Or fur stitch, or whatever the heck I'm going to end up calling it. I think I'm going to call it a fur stitch. Because I'm using it more for fur right now. I've got a bunch of characters I've been working on that I will be talking about and releasing soonish. Oh boy, I messed that one up. Hold on. I split the yarn. There we go. Boom. And then we pull it over. Like that. And I'm going to close this stitch up. And there's our first round done. And now I think we're just going to increase up pretty substantially. I think we're essentially just going to make like a big ball in green here. It's going to be our goal. See, so now I got 3 loops there. 3 little strands of grass. Yeah, first stitch. A fritch. Yeah, I like that. So let's do it again. What process? What are we making? We're making a little bonsai tree right now, and currently I'm making the grass that's going to go at the top of the plant, and then we're going to make a bonsai tree that goes into this grass is the goal. So I'm just going to kind of increase this up. What's nice is I can do this kind of quick now. Once you start to get into the hang of doing this, it looks complicated, because it is. I mean, it's a complicated stitch, but it actually is really fun to make. Once you get into the groove of it, it's a really fun stitch. So I like to do it every other stitch right now. I have done it for every stitch once or twice, and it just gets kind of unruly. It's like kind of hard to see where your stitches are and stuff. But if you have a project that you really want like a lot of this, a lot of fur on it, then you might want to do it for every single stitch rather than every other stitch. But really, like, it turns literally anything that you want to make that's made with single crochets can be made with fur now by using this technique. So I'll be doing a tutorial soonish about that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. We're gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this stitch on the outside because we don't really need it there, and we can use it as grass actually. I gotta turn on my air in here too. It's getting stuffy. But I'll finish this round first. Alright, looks like we have one last stitch here. Oh no, just a couple more. Wait, or was that the last round? See, this is the hard part with it. It's really hard to see where the rounds begin and end. Where do I get my fuzzy wool from? That's a great question, Stitch fan. So I'll actually show you. I was at Michael's the other day, which is like the big craft store in America now that Joann Fabrics is closed. And they had some really good fur yarn. And so I just bought a bunch of it. So let me show you one sec. Here we go. Okay, I'm on round 3 here for this. Look at that. That looks kind of cool, right? You see? You picking up what I'm putting down? I think you are. Alright, so check this out. Stitch fan, this is for you. I got this yarn the other day. This is from Lion Brand. Super furry. Oh my gosh. It feels like a straight up. It feels like a cloud. It's so fuzzy. Having a bunch of different yarns. It's not the easiest thing to crochet with, but it's not that bad. Super great for using for hair and fur and things like that without having to do what I'm doing right now. So there's your what's it called? There's your tip. I got the hiccups. Man, I really got the hiccups. I'm gonna hold my breath for a second. If I pass out, just remember, I just can't. Just kidding, I'm fine. Will that get rid of my hiccups? You know what I found that gets rid of hiccups really well? It's the silliest thing in the world. But I used to get hiccups a lot when I was younger. And my trick for getting rid of them was to hold my breath, drink, or put some water in my mouth, hold my head upside down, and drink it upside down. Drink water upside down, basically, is the trick. And it totally works. Gosh, I'm having a hard time with this one. There we go. Got our loop stitches going here. There's our fur. This grass is coming together. Let's cut this end because it's just long and annoying. There we go. I think we're only going to do this, by the way, for the top of our piece, and then we'll make the rest of it in brown, probably. Let's see. How big did I make the cactus? Let's just look at that, because that'll help us know what size we need to go to. 24? Okay, 24 is no big deal. We're almost there already. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Did I just finish? I think I just finished the last stitch in that round. Yeah, okay. So, we're on the next round now. Anybody in the chat been playing Pokopia? The new Pokemon game? I keep seeing everything like it online everywhere. And I have a feeling Jules would really like it, but I don't know. Looking for anybody that's played it that can give me advice on if it's a good game or not, basically. But it looks fun. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, it looks like a crazy stitch. Honestly, it feels like a crazy stitch too. But gosh, it looks so cool. So far, the hair just looks slick back. So when I was making, I learned some pretty good mullet techniques from Zoe, who is in the chat right now. So she actually might be able to give you some good tips here on mullet. She's basically the closest thing to a mullet expert that I know. And she gave me some good advice when I was making my mullet for this one. Which, actually, I don't know if this necessarily is, like, really a mullet. This was Gemstone. What's her name? Ruby Gemstone or something like that. She's supposed to be like a pop star, but she's a rock. She's a rock star. And I guess this is less of a mullet. I guess it's kind of a mullet. But I think the trick is, for the mullet, this has kind of been like in a box for a while, so it is kind of flattened up. But it gets fluffy. You need the top to get like up. You know, the front here needs to have like a bump to it for it to feel more mullety. That's what I've kind of learned. We made a, I don't know where it is, but we made a dinosaur once with a mullet that it was really tricky to get the hair just right. So I will say it's difficult. But it is worth it. If you can become a mullet expert, it will be worth it. Okay, wait, is that all my stitches for this round? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 8. Uh-oh. Hold on just a second. We have one too many stitches here, I think. Let's count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I see where I messed up. No, I didn't. No, I did. Yes, I put an extra increase right here. A fix. I did a fix. Alright, let's try that again. Oh wait, that's supposed to be out. That. Yeah. Alright, back to it. Sorry, I made a mistake. I had a feeling. I don't know why. I just had a feeling that I made a mistake somewhere. I really should be using a stitch marker, but I like living life on the edge. I'm crazy. Yeah, you do need short on the front, short on the top, long on the back, but like, if it's too short on the front, it just looks slicked back. Doesn't it? I feel like when it's too short in the front, it looks just like a, like someone with like slicked back hair, like a, you call that slicked back? That's pushed back at best. Sorry, I'm making I think you should leave quote. Alright, there's our increase here. But yes, the back needs to be a party. You need a party going on in the back for a mullet. Alright. We're flying. Oh, bollocks. Alright. Hey Kathy, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Hope you are having a good time. Lizzie! Hello Lizzie, welcome to the chat. Wow, you ask them... Wait, Zoe says that her trick for getting people to not have the hiccups is to ask them a question. So, wait, hold on. I want to try this out. Lizzie said, or no, Zoe says that if someone is having hiccups, you ask them to name 3 bald men, or ask them what they had for dinner on Tuesday or a random day of the week. Usually gets their minds off of the hiccups. So you think it's in their heads. It could be. Okay, wait. I want to name 3 bald men. Stanley Tucci. Vin Diesel. Oh, what's his name? Oh no, what's his name? The guy that plays in Die Hard. Don't tell me I know it. It's God, what is his name? How can I not think of a third bald man? That's because I'm stuck on this bald dude. His name. All I can think about is Chronicles of Riddick. Even though I know I already said Vin Diesel. His name is... People in the chat are probably screaming at their phones right now. Doesn't it start with a B? But Bruce Willis? Yes, Bruce Willis, right? Bruce Willis. He's bald. He's bald. Riveting chat. Riveting conversation from Louis. Naming bald people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moby. Moby's also bald. Woo! That was a good neck crack. Steve Harvey, nice. Cooper says, and my dad. Okay, but how are your hiccups? Now there's a good point. Now that is a good point. Alright, I believe this is going to be the last stitch for this round. Nope, a few more. And you know what, we're going to do one more round of grass too, so that the way the grass actually is in the pot. Because if I just stop here and then start going down, well, I guess actually it could work. You know, if we went to brown after that. Maybe we'll just do a round of green. You know what, that's what we'll do. Well, gosh, part of me wants to do more grass, part of me doesn't, you know? Hey, if you haven't yet, like this video down below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell icon so you don't miss it when we come out with new videos. You can like either the horizontal or the vertical live stream. Either one would be great. I should have probably planned on like a goal for our likes, but I didn't really think that through enough. I was so busy setting up the live stream by like cleaning up because this room is a freaking pigsty right now. Alright, almost done with this round. And yeah, we'll do one more round of grass, I think. Just to be like... Just so that like, it's not... Well, part of me's thinking maybe we don't need to. Hold on, let's look at this again. So if this is the top, right? This will be like, if you're looking at the hunky cactus here, this is like all the way to this round. Right here. So one more round after that does have a little bit of a... Yeah, it might stick out just a little bit if we don't go grass on this last round. So let's do one more round of grass. Just for safety. And then we need to do another vote. Let's vote on the face. So, chat, give us vibes. We're looking for a vibe for our face of this bonsai tree here. What kind of vibe are we given? Is it going to be like an anime style? Is it going to be like are we going to do like kawaii anime, you know? Or are we doing like goofy, weird, or cartoonish? Or are we doing really serious and angry and frustrated? Or are we doing happy, go lucky? Give me some ideas in the chat whenever you get a chance for what kind of vibe you feel this little cactus, or not cactus, this little bonsai tree is going to be given. Zen? Are they sleepy? Maybe. Are they waking up? Are they a little too woken up? Are they hungry? How do they feel? I think that usually helps. Lizzie thinks anime would be good. I like that. I do feel like that makes the most sense, especially if we get to Cherry Blossom. I might need to take a second to go grab those pink pom-poms, because I know where they're at in my garage. So I might need to go run out to the garage real quick to grab those. If we're going to do pink. Derpy! I like Derpy. Derpy's fun. Anime, we got Derpy. I need 4 suggestions for our for our vote. Anybody in the portrait mode live stream got any ideas? Let us know. Timid. Ooh, I like that. Timid but hopeful. What does timid but hopeful look like? Like that, maybe? I like that. I'm simply a skeleton. Oh my gosh, I love your username. I'm simply a skeleton. Alright, I'm nearly done with our grass here. We're going to switch over to brown after this. We are going to use a little bit more of this green when it comes to the feet, because we are going to give them little feeties using bobble stitches. But then after that, I think we're going to let this green go. And yeah, we might need to use a different brown for the bark of the tree, but I don't know. What about a scary cherry blossom? Scary cherry. That rhymes. All right, we do have 4. I'll give you until, I don't know, a few more rounds to give us suggestions, and then we'll get the vote going. And actually, is this the last stitch? Yes, now we're switching. Yes, we finished. Okay. We want to switch colors here. Alright, so there's our top of our grass. Will this even fit in this? It does look pretty big, huh? Maybe we might need to end up stretching our pot out a little bit to make our hole. Oh, that'll probably fit fine. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's going to have to be relatively short, but that's okay. So we only got a few rounds before we need to switch gears to add our face and stuff. I don't know if I really want to make a nose. Yeah, here, let's do a Q&A. Or not a Q&A, a poll. Face vibes. Derpy. Anime. What were the other ones? Derpy, anime, scary, and timid. I like timid too. Okay. So go ahead and vote now on what kind of face vibe you're feeling. And I will figure out how to give this little bonsai tree's face one of those vibes. All right. Three. It's gonna look funny. It's gonna look like this little guy has got this little afro on this top of his head. Or her head, I don't know yet. We will end up needing name suggestions as well. But we can wait for a second to that. I think once we get to the tree part, we can start then grabbing votes for names. Might be smart to use a different brown though. I'm just worried that this yarn is like much bigger. It should fit actually. It should fit fine. Yeah, see, they're looking pretty good already actually. Ooh, Derpy is taking the vote. Oh, what does a derpy-faced bonsai tree look like? Derpy, derpy, derpy. Let's do some Google in here. I'm gonna need some help. All right, yeah. I got that Derpy's great. I do like Derpy. That's funny. Buckaroo Bonsai! I like that, Timmy. Or Timothy, I'm sorry. I nicknamed you. Oh, I like that. I'm simply a skeleton. Thank you for that. Thank you for like helping me understand that. Timid but hopeful would be like, I see what you're, I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, so we don't need this to be too tall. So I only think we really need 4 rounds at max, probably, for these body. But let's see. After this round, we'll put it into the pot and we'll see how tall we need to go. Hello, Isaiah. Welcome to the chat. We also got Moonstorm saying they want a Zen face in the portrait chat. Thanks for being here. I like the ideas. Ooh, it's the name. Buckaroo Banzai is the name of an 80s sci-fi film. Oh, wow. Never heard of that. I like the name, though. Okay, so here's our... It's coming together. See, so this is going to go in here. Like that. So I think we got, 1 or 2 more rounds to go. Barely. Like, honestly, I think just 1 round probably would be sufficient. So we'll do 1 more round, and then the next round we'll do feet. So he'll be pretty short. Or she'll be pretty short. We don't know that yet. We don't know. Or it's a plant. Do plants have genders? Plants have genders, right? Yeah, I think so. Ooh, Nicole. I love a question. All right, Nicole needs help. Nicole is making 3 bears for someone and is having trouble focusing on them. Any advice? Interesting question. So you're having difficulty focusing in general on staying on track on what you're making. Interesting. Okay, so I would say I definitely have problems with focus myself. Me and my wife are pretty confident that I have ADD or ADHD or something like that. What I find that helps me focus, there's a few things that help me focus. One is a reward system really helps me. So if there is a reward at the end of the task that I know is coming, that does help me a lot. So for example, when it comes to crocheting, sometimes I'll be like, if I finish 5 rounds, I get a button and I can use that button. I make it like an exchange rate where I'm like, 5 buttons gets me an ice cream or something like that. And so it's like a reward system that I'm consistently getting more things. That sometimes helps, but it's kind of a weird way to motivate yourself. I think that the better way to stay focused on one thing is to put something else in your ears. Give yourself something to focus on that doesn't hurt your hands. That doesn't like require your hands. So for example, listening to an audiobook, joining these live streams, things like that. That definitely does help. Those are big ones for me. Not giving yourself too many projects, not allowing yourself other options to get away from it. Here's a really funny one that I've recently done. This week I started doing this new system. Where did I put it? It's probably over here. Yeah. So I'd been doing this thing where I'll take a Post-it note, series of Post-it notes, and I'll put the task, I'll put it to do right here. Like for example, after this I need to, actually I don't even know what I need to do. But let's just say you put a task here on just one Post-it note, and then you go to the next Post-it note and put another task here, and then so you do your to-do list in like a series of notes instead of them all being on the same thing. And what I found was it makes it so I don't skip. I don't go, I don't really want to work on this one right now. I'll work on the next one. But because it's actually hidden behind and under one, it's actually like easier for me to stay focused on the task at hand. I started it this week, and honestly, it actually has really, really helped me stay more focused on a specific task. So I don't know. I just thought about it earlier this week. I was like, I wonder if this would work, and it has been working really well for me. And it also gives me something like tactile to check off, basically. So instead of like checking things off on a to-do list, which I love to do, I actually can like peel it off and throw it and like I started by peeling it, crumbling it, and throwing it away. But what I thought might be a little bit more fun in the future is peeling it, crumbling it, and using these as your reward system. So instead of like you getting a button, you're getting like little pieces of trash. Basically, you're throwing it in like a bowl. Like let's say it's like a fish bowl or something. And if it gets to the top of the fish bowl, you get something. So that could work. I think that might be kind of fun. But yeah, that's a great question, Timothy. Timothy asks, what might be distracting you? What is distracting you right now that we can help get away from your brain? Like, what can we help you get over and stop thinking about? And let me figure out. God, I really want to get pink pom-poms. I honestly feel like they're right here. I feel like I can smell the pom-poms.
I can almost taste it. There's pink pom-poms in here somewhere.
Oh, I forgot I had this. That's cool. A bunch of green pom-poms. Throw those in there. I guarantee I have pink ones somewhere though. Yeah, I think I gotta go. I think I need to make a garage run for these pink pom-poms. Whatever, we don't need them right now anyhow. We'll do that closer to the end. I'm gonna have to make take a break to go look for pom-poms, but we'll do that in a sec. We can finish this body first, and honestly, we can finish this and the tree itself before I go get those pom-poms. Okay, I need to add. I think I want to add little feet here. Oh yes, they're a boring one. Yeah, dude, I hate doing boring projects, but I so know the problem there. It is really hard to stay focused when you're working on something you don't really want to work on. So I very much get that. Yeah, I think the reward system is probably my best advice when it comes to that. But I'm not gonna lie, I also definitely struggle with boring projects. It's why I don't make things for people anymore. Honestly, like the only times I really make things for another person is like I usually just give them something new that I make. I don't make the same thing over and over anymore because I don't want to. And I have so many like little things and little fun ideas that I can do that now I don't really need to, which I'm just fortunate of. Hold on. Okay, we need to do a foot right here. And then at least 5 stitches away we need another foot. Let's do we'll do green. We're gonna do green for our feet. But yeah, dude, I really have I totally feel that struggle there. We have a few suggestions in the chat here. Stitched Fan has a question. So the mullet isn't working, but I think whatever style it's turned into is such a mood, and I think it's perfect. So thank you for the help and advice. You are welcome. Sorry the mullet didn't work, but I'm glad that it all worked out in the end anyhow. Ashley says, for suggestions for you, Nicole, Ashley says, what if you set a timer of boring task bears? So then at the end of the timer is a break timer, and then you repeat. The break is your reward, and you can do knots then. I like that. I like it. So you take a break from your big annoying projects that are boring. You set an alarm. You say, or maybe it's not even an alarm. You say like 5 rounds or something, and then you can switch projects and then switch back. It might end up making you kind of resent the more simple project, to be honest, but that's not the end of the world. Okay, I think we've chosen a derpy face. Is that correct, team? Oh, it's tied. Actually, it's a tie vote right now between timid and derpy. Interesting. Okay, so I need someone to break that tie. Timid or derpy. We need a tiebreaker. It's a perfectly 30% vote on each here. So if you haven't voted yet, get your vote in. You are going to be our decision maker. And we'll probably go I'm pro derpy. I think that's what I voted for. But I don't care. I'm cool with either one. Whatever you guys feel might be the most fun. Timid would be like a little tiny smile, eyes looking left or right. I like that idea too. All right, guys, I need a voter. Vote now. All forever hold your fleece. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think regardless, we're probably going to use 6mm eyes for these eyes. Probably. I'm going to give like only a few more seconds left for this vote because I need to decide what the face is going to be so I can do this second leg because I don't really know how far away this leg has to be until we have a decision on the eye, on the face. So 20, 19, 17, 15, 10, 9, 8. Oh, there's our last vote. We've chosen derpy. Love it. Love a derpy face. Great. That means we can use 6mm eyes here. All right. Derpy. A derpy face. Now, here's what I'm thinking for derpy. One eye here. One iota. Like that. Then a line in between. Like a really simple 1, 2, 3 maybe. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. And then another eye right over here. Is that too far away? No, I don't think so, right? Yeah, boink, boink. So then the other foot will be right here. So that's 1, 2 more stitches and then a foot. All right, thank you for making that vote happen, whoever that was. Appreciate you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there. And then a foot right here. It's going to have kind of like a froggy looking face, but I think that's pretty derpy. Okay. Cut that. I like it. Okay. Let's add a little bit of the... Actually, you know what? I'll finish this round first. After this, we're going to work on the bonsai tree part, which I think is going to be probably the most fun part of it. But we're going to see. I got an idea on how it's going to work. I actually did something recently that I think will be really cool for this. So there's the end of that. So let's add a mouth. Do we want to just use black yarn for this or thread? Yeah, maybe we'll just use some black thread. Will that be enough, though? If I just go like this? I don't know. That actually might not be enough, like, difference. I think we want to use black yarn instead. Okay. A little bit of black yarn. A full black yarn? Maybe too much. Let's do a split. All right, Nicole. See you in a sec. There we go. Yeah, see, that's a little bit thicker than the thread that I was considering. I think that derpy feels like this. Just straight up like, boom. Does that look derpy? What do you think? Is that derpy enough? Or do I need like a... Does it need a tongue? Or does it need like a little cheek? Maybe a little cheek right here? So he's got kind of like a... What do we think? Do we like this? Do we hate it? Do we not have a very strong opinion? I wonder what's in a wonder ball. Or is this derpy enough? Emily thinks it is derpy enough. Hi, Emily. Thanks for joining the chat, by the way. And hello, Teresa, as well. Cheeks. Emily thinks we need cheeks. Okay, we can do cheeks. We can even do cheeks, actually, right there, too. But we can also do a little... See how this guy's got one? See, he's got like a little tiny bit of a cheek right there. So we can do that, and we can do little... side cheeks too in pink, which I think we absolutely have to do. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that while you guys let me know about like if we should add a cheek to the mouth itself, because it needs cute little cheeks, right? Timothy thinks we need a slanted smile. Lizzie likes it though. Lizzie likes what we got going on. Okay, I'm feeling it. Okay. So I'm thinking like this for like actual cheeks. Because this way it'll match our cherry blossoms too when we add those pom-poms. So it'll be like that. Kind of cute little side cheeks, right? Boop. I think that looks really cute. It's so simple, but I love it. Love a simple cheeks. Get out of here. One. I should add little cheeks on the smile, says Emily. Okay. Emily has made her decision, and I appreciate that. Also, I saw those little hearts. Whoever's giving those little hearts, thank you so much. That's really nice of you. So there's like cheeky cheeks. Almost like little... Yeah, I like that. So it's kind of more under the eye. And we'll do the same thing on this side. And then we'll add little cheeks to the mouth itself. Just to give it a little bit more. Ditto, is that you? Yeah, it is giving ditto, huh? Love a ditto, though. Come on. There we go. 1. And 2. Gotta be careful about my fingery. Alright. Boom. And we're gonna stuff that one down a little bit so it's more of a cute little under the eye. And then I haven't even locked the eyes in yet, so let's go ahead and do that. 1 and 2. Loving this. I'm loving this. Look at how cute this little dude with the little hair is. Very cute. Okay, now we're gonna add our little cheekies here. I think I need to actually remove this to do this. So let's try it. I think we can do this very subtly. So I think it's basically gonna be like from here. If I go down like right above where that mouth is going to start, that, and then I take the other end and go one stitch down like this, go kind of like maybe even, yeah, maybe like this, and I'll go up with it into like halfway through that stitch. Okay, so we just to make one really simple horizontal bar, like that, or vertical bar rather. There we go. So one vertical bar, And then I come out right where that vertical bar ends. And then I was going to try to go around it, but I actually don't think we need to. You just go like this, you go over to this side, and pull this through, and I think that gives us that derpy look. Pretty simple, right? I like it. Okay, I like it. All right, we're gonna need some name suggestions started soon, because I mean we still got the tree to make, and we still like we're not done, but it takes a while to get all the name suggestions that we want. I usually like to ask for 4 name suggestions that I really like, and then we'll vote from those 4. But we still got a little bit to go. Now the tree part itself, maybe we should add the tree before we sew it closed and cut all the little ends, but I don't know. Part of me thinks like, yeah, that probably would be smart. So it doesn't ever come out. Okay, we're gonna do one more round here of this, just so that I can close it up, start it closing up, and then after that we'll start on the tree part itself. We won't have to add the. I think we can get away without adding the pom-poms right now, and then I can add pom-poms after we have like the tree part itself on it. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this. The bonsai part is gonna be probably the hardest part of this entire pattern, but we'll see. I think I might do it with wire instead of using. Actually, yeah, I think I am gonna use wire. Wire, and I learned something in my last. Hold on, I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you. I learned a trick while working on background art for my new project that I have been keeping a secret. Alright, so that's going to be the... that hurt my finger. That's going to be the end of that round. We're going to come back to do our last few rounds in a little bit. But we're going to put this guy to the side for a second and start working on his tree. So we'll put him right here in the background as we start to work on a tree. Now, the tree part, first off, I need this. I need this. I need wire. I could use a pom-pom here, but I think wire is probably a safer idea. And we need to make the general shape. So, the shape was 1 big strand and then 2 little branches. I'm going to make the branches actually in the tree part itself. So, I'm just going to use a long strand here because we're going to twist this up and make it all weird. Okay. And then I'm going to fold this in half. That. This is bound to make my fingers all nasty, but that's okay. Hopefully this will be strong enough for what we want. I'm just thinking this is stronger than pipe cleaners, which is what I was going to use. And I always like to leave a little bit of a gap here. There you go. A little bit of a gap like that, so that my needle can fit through it. And then we're going to hold this with our... Hold this like that. And I'm just going to start winding a little bit. Okay, so this is going to be how the whole thing is put together. We're just going to be winding it together. But we only need the top first. That's going to be probably as far as we want it to go. And then I'm going to do a branch. So we're going to go like this and make another one of these loops up here. Probably about that long. Let me see. Yeah, maybe about like that long. Make another loop. Make sure it is tight enough so that needle can be fit in it. That's probably good. We're going to wind this back down. Okay. know we're getting serious when we bring the wire out. Okay. This part gets back down to the base. Okay, so now this is the branch. There's the top of our tree. And then we need to start winding back down again to get to where the other branch is. This is too long. So it's like annoyingly long. We're going to cut this a little shorter. Hopefully we didn't cut that too short. Let's find out though. There we go. Okay, at this point I can kind of use my fingers. I'm gonna have nasty little fingers after this though. Okay, how long do we want this part before we get to our second branch? Is that long enough? No, because we want it. Here, let me show you with this too. So we're going like that. This is the outside part, which I probably made too long. That's okay. It does involve crochet, yes. What can I tell you about the new project? I can tell you that it has been long awaited. It has been requested many times. It is, there are many of these out, but mine is going to be the first of its kind. It is, in my opinion, I think, unlike any kind of, unlike anything out there, I think, in a bunch of different ways. It's massive. It's big. It's in two big parts, so there's two. It's kind of like a double project. It is very cool. And anybody who had an annual pass in the past will be getting it for free. Those are some pretty big, I think those are some pretty big tips and ideas. Let's see, I think we want to go down to like that long. So like down to here maybe. So we'll keep winding. Now we're going to probably use see, so this part's going to go in, and then we got one branch coming out like this. This part, I'm going to make it, and there's our top branch, and then here's our little end at the very end, which actually probably should be a little bit tighter. All right, now there's a few things I need to go grab, so I might be back in just a moment. Because the last things I need for this already looks too long too. I think we need to I think you need to give it its bend. So this part will go like, actually wait, no, we want it this way. So this part's gonna go kind of like this. We want to give this a bit of a snaking shape. This, and like that. And this is our long branch on the side. This is our probably too long branch on the other side. Okay, do you see the vision? I think you see the vision, right? And then like obviously this is all gonna be wrapped in yarn, and then we're gonna put pom-poms all over it. Which means I think we'll do one more wind here. I'm gonna cut these ends shorter. We're going to need to leave these ends out because those are the parts that are going to be attached. All right, I'm going to be right back. Give me literally, I need like 2 minutes to go grab all the other things that, you already want one. You don't even know what it is. I'm telling you, you will. I guarantee you're going to want this, what I'm working on. Okay, I will be right back. Don't leave. Please don't leave. If you do, well, that's not very nice. No, it's okay. You can go if you need to. But let's see. In the meantime, while I'm going, I need name suggestions. Everybody, put name suggestions into the chat. And give me as many names as you can for our little bonsai tree. I'm going to put this down. BRB. BRB. I'll be right back. Don't leave, please. I'll be right back. Whee! All right. I found them. I found them. Check it out. Bah, pink pom-poms, baby. Not only did I get pink pom-poms, but aluminum foil, the most noisy, annoying thing in the world. But it's going to be important because we want to add some thickness to our wire. So these are going to come in handy in just a second. The aluminum foil is necessary right now, though. I'm going to cut this off. This. I learned this technique from clay workers, or like, you know, people that make things out of clay. I have a friend named Volpsy that does this. To add thickness to your wire, I'm going to start all the way up here actually. And I'm just going to start wrapping this in our tin foil. And then that way it'll add some like thickness to it. I did this just the other day and it totally worked. Took me forever. I had to like open a bunch of boxes to find this, and then it was just right in the front of me the whole time. I was like, oh. So sorry it took so long. But I'm back. We'll add just a little bit right here. Maybe. And then over in this one. That. And as we get down closer to the bottom here, I do want to get like a little bit heavier handed on this so that it's got like a thick base. Now, a lot of people, so what they do, clay workers, what they'll do is they'll do this, and then they'll cover this in clay so that it has like a solid shape that's more malleable on the inside. Something like that. I think that's enough. All right. So do you see the vision more now? Let's see. Wait. This goes in there, right? And then it's like this, rather. It's like you need this to have more of a bend this way, and then a bend out that way. And there's the top, and there's the side. Okay. You see? Do you see the tree? I think you see it, right? Is it just in my brain? That's fine. Okay. Spruce Willis. Oh my god, that's hilarious. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take both of these ends of the wire, and I'm going to place these on the inside of the top of our piece like this. I probably should cut our loops first, but I'm not gonna, because I'm a crazy guy. Into there. Gotta be careful with my finger. Into there. I'm literally poking the worst part of my hand. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Careful, Louie. Come on. Alright. And then the other one will go right here. Like that. And we get these two wires on the inside. Like this. Perfect. Okay. Now on the inside, we're going to flip it inside out. A little bit. And then I'm going to take these two wires and we're going to just bend them and twist them on the inside like this so that it locks it into place, and we can cut these two ends, 1 and 2, and then I'm just going to turn that over on itself. Like so. Okay, now we need the perfect yarn for this. So, what would be the perfect yarn here? Something like that. Here, we'll bend this one up. I think it looks pretty good, though. All right, let's add a wire all around this. I mean, not wire. Let's add yarn all around this to give it its shape. It also might be smart for us to do like a little bit of glue, just a little bit, to help the yarn stay in place. So grab that. And I think for the yarn itself, part of me wants to use this brown, but I think I might have a better brown somewhere. Better brown. Ah, this will work. Right? Is this a different shade? Yeah, this is perfect because this is like a darker shade, just slightly. But what's even better is the fibers, the way that it looks, it'll look a little bit cleaner, I think. So we're going to use a lot of this yarn. Just let it roll across the ground to deal with later. Over. Okay. Cut that. All right. So. Those two ends together. half. And get this on the end. Nice. Okay. I'm going to come out through the center up here. Like, yeah, that's pretty good. There. Okay, almost all the way pulled through. This is going to take a second, but we'll have another chance to wind up it when we come back to the bottom. So we're going to try to work our way up it just kind of somewhat slightly. We're going to try to keep these little grass bits outside so we're not working around them too much. All right. Probably could have done this better wrapped up before I put it onto the piece, but whatever. This will work. We're just going to try to make sure that we cover all these little gaps on the way back down. But we're going to start by working our way all the way up it. And I keep like trying to hold the yarn down into like a basic position. But this is where I think we might want to utilize just a little bit of glue here. So like just a little bit, boop, up the side here to just help that yarn hold its shape. Or like its space on this aluminum foil. That, trying to keep a really tight grip on it all. Right. Do I go up this side now? Nah, we'll go up to the top. We'll hit the branches on the way back down. Do one layer up first. Nice. Okay. We get to the tip right there. And now to cover the tip up with our yarn, we use our needle. This is the most annoying part, I think, is covering up the tips of the yarn, but it's really not that bad. I'm just kind of complaining about nothing. Here, we're going to use a different needle. I think this one's a little smaller. Yeah. There we go. Nice. All right, Bon. I like Bon. Bobo the Bonsai or something. Bob Derpy, Mr. Pot. What are some other name suggestions that we had in the chat? Are these names Kohuru? Koharu? We got some weird names in the chat, but I don't know if they're actually names or if they're just two people. I think they're I'm Simply a Skeleton and Kaylin just talking about something else, but I can't really tell. Are those name suggestions? Someone let me know. I'm hoping / guessing that Cooper is writing these down. There we go. Boom. Nice. Okay, now we're going to start working our way back down. Okay, Okay, first branch. Let's work our way across the branch. You know why I like this dark brown too? This is gonna look, it's gonna really contrast the pink pom-poms that we add to this afterwards. Nice. Oh, Jules is gonna love this. She's gonna want to steal this actually. They are all name suggestions. Okay, cool, cool. And they're all spring related. I love that. Yes, this is my pattern. We're actually kind of making it up right now, Rochelle. It's kind of like a improvised pattern. It wasn't really planned on that being the case, but it just kind of ended up being that way. Oh no, the yarn's not coming through. There we go. Hey, if you haven't yet, please like this video down below and subscribe to the channel. Here we go. This should be the last one for that tip. Yep. And now I can just start working our way back down. The yarn is kind of winding itself around, which is giving it kind of this bumpy look, which at first I was like, I don't know, but now I'm like, you know what? That looks good because it looks more like actual bark. Okay, back down to this part, and then now we're going to start working our way to the next branch. I'm going to try to like up the yarn up here a little bit more. See, it's kind of giving this bumpy like bark look, which originally I wasn't really into, but now I'm really liking it more and more. Okay. Boom. And now we're going to get this branch. Start by going up it. I'm going to go a little bit extra at this bottom part so that when we get back down it starts to thicken up. Okay. Again, this is going to be covered in pom-poms still, so we'll have a lot of like availability to kind of hide, not hide mistakes necessarily, but just like, you know, it's going to get covered still. So a lot of the detail that I'm adding to this bark is really not going to probably come through as much as I'm hoping. I don't know, maybe. Maybe if someone's like really looking at it, they'll be like, wow, impressive. There we go. Nice. Alright, that covers that end. And we can we're almost done here, guys. We'll go a little bit heavier on the back end of this branch to make it kind of match the thickness. Nope, nope. Let's go back a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And now the end part, we just get this last bit to make sure we cover. Oh my god, I'm running out of yarn. No! Not now, not now! Hold on. We gotta make sure we cover all of it. And like, look at this yarn chicken I'm playing. Could have used more brown yarn here. That's okay, actually. I don't think it'll be that bad. As long as I can cover all of the aluminum foil as I can. There we go. Oh, there's a little bit of aluminum foil sticking out there. Let's see if I can't cover that up. Okay. Alright. Let's go back into the body so we get something to double knot to. That. It might come back in with a little bit more brown yarn to cover up some of this, but we'll see. We can always do that last second too. Yes. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Okay. Let's double knot these two ends to keep that yarn in place. 1 and 2. And then I'm not even going to cut this. I'm just going to use this as stuffing. It's pretty good. Right? Hey. Huh? That's looking pretty cool. I think that's looking pretty cool, dude. This is looking pretty cool, dude. Okay. Okay. So we got something cool going on here. Now we want to add now we want to finish stuffing it up and sewing it closed. I think that's our next step. Let's clean up our station a little bit. We don't need a wire cutter anymore. All right. Back to the crocheting part. Oops. Sorry, we knocked over Tina's cute little cactus. Okay, which I don't know if Tina, did you give a name to your cactus? I can't remember. All right. Last few parts here. We're going to start by decreasing this all the way back down. Nice. I really should have explained all these stitches as I was going so we could turn this into a pattern right off the bat. But whatever. I think this would be a fun pattern to do. Maybe I'll just write it up and take pictures and stuff for anybody that wants to try to recreate this. There we go. Boom. Here, before I go any further, let's stuff it. Use these little extra threads so we don't have any waste. I always like to do that. You know, I will say, like, this was shockingly I would say this is shockingly not that difficult. I don't think this was that difficult to make, to be completely honest with you. Like, I don't know. I think the hardest parts of this project were probably these loops. Let me know if you want a little tutorial again for how I did these loops. And then the branches, obviously, this part was kind of hard, but honestly, that wasn't that hard. Like, how long did that take me to do? Like 10, 15 minutes to make the tree part? It wasn't that bad. So, okay, I'm gonna do a hard decrease here in these last few stitches. Just a sharp decrease is what I call it. It's basically a slip stitch two together, which will give us more of a flat bottom. And then the reason I do that is so that it'll help it sit upright a little bit better. I probably could get away without doing this, but it won't hurt. We should give him a butt crack because that's kind of like the Louis original. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches there. Cut it. Pull it out. And let's stuff and sew it closed. And then we can get to the fun part. Well, it's all kind of been a fun part, to be honest. This has been a really fun project. But then after this, I think we're going to do, like, we're going to sew on all the pom-poms and stuff. That's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, we have to be very careful not to overdo the pom-poms, because I know that could be really tough. You'd like a tutorial for the stitches? All right, Kaylin, I'll do you a favor, and I'll make you a quick tutorial for those. I'll try to do that right after this so I don't forget. I did record the tutorial during this pattern, but and obviously, like, after this that'll be available, but I'll work on it. Jules is gonna freak out with this one. I'm calling it right now. She's gonna be like, "This is my favorite thing." Okay, there's his derpy little face. Oh my gosh, his hair. I kind of don't want to cut these loops. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we cut the loops or not? Because if I cut them, it'll look really fuzzy. I mean, not in a bad way. It'll look like you know what? Here. It'll look kind of like a little bit like this. This is long. It probably won't be that long. But you can kind of see, like, it'll be much more, like, grassy. Which actually does look pretty cool. You know what? We'll cut it. We'll cut it. Unless anybody has strong objections. Should we add anything in the bottom of him to make it, to kind of help weigh him down, I wonder? What do we think? Timothy thinks we shouldn't cut it. Kaylin thinks that we shouldn't cut it and likes the loopies as well. I don't know, guys. I'm torn on the idea. Don't cut the hair. No! Keep the loops. Okay, that's a lot of people saying keep the loops. All right. You know what? Let's do a vote. I have a feeling I know where the vote's going to go. But it's fun to do votes. Let's do a vote. And Kaylin thinks weight might be a good idea. I think you're right about that. I'll add some weight. Okay. Cut the loops or nah? Leave the loops. Cut them. All right. Go ahead and vote now. Should we leave the loops or cut the loops? And while you're voting on that, I am going to... You know what? Here's what we're going to add to them. I was going to do nickels, but let's just add little magnets. It'll add the weight, and it'll... Wait, do I have the nickels? No, yeah. It'll add the weight, and we can also, like, put this then on top of, like, a... We can put this on places so that it'll, like, kind of hold its position. On, like, if I put this on top of my refrigerator or something, it'll stay there a little bit better because we put magnets in the butt. And it'll add that extra weight, which is nice. We need to use a different needle to sew it closed, though, because the magnets are attaching to that needle. We don't want that. Wow, 87% right now are saying to leave the loops. I love it. Cool. Cool. I mean, that saves us a lot of time, too, so. And is that all of them? Yeah. Okay, we're going to pull this tight. Bloop. Hide this end in. Okay, one more thing to do before we switch over to the pipe clean, or the, oh no, we got some, there we go. Trying to cover up that, there we go. One more thing I want to do before I finish it up is, where's our black yarn? Where did it go? I swear I had it out here, and then I cut it, and up there it is. It's just hard to see, it is. Boop. You know we gotta add a butt crack. What's a tree without a butt crack?
No tree of mine won't have a butt crack.
Listen, I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell. Butt. Big. That's a big butt. You got big butt. I like that, though. I'm cool with the big butt. I cannot lie. You other butts can't deny. Double knot. Oh my gosh, it's really pulling it into a butt, too. Love it. Okay, cool. You need to. You gotta. Anybody that's making this has gotta give it a butt. Look at that butt. Twerk, 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 twerk. This butt deserves a like. If you haven't yet, like this video because look at that butt. Look at that front. Alright. Last thing we need to do today First off is if we're not going to cut these loops, we need to get rid of this, which is a cut loop. It's not, the loop's not cut, it's just the tail end from the very beginning. Now, usually I use it because we cut the loops, so it wouldn't be that noticeable, but if we're not cutting the loops, it's noticeable. Yeah, the loops are nice, actually, you're right. Okay, cool. So, now, we just gotta do the fun part. Here, I can end our vote since I know what the answer is. 90% say leave the loops. So we want to leave them, that's alright. Look at these beautiful pom-poms, okay? And then we also need, a smaller needle. Actually, is this too small of a needle? Yeah, it is. You know what, let's do a long needle, and it'll help me hold on to things. We also need a little bit of pink. There it is. Red. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna need a little bit, this is like purple thread, but that'll work. Okay. So we got the thread. We thread this onto our needle. Yes, there's actually a few different ways to make the safety eyes like deeply set into the face. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways. Probably the easiest way for you, Timothy, is actually just make it the way I just made it, like regular safety eyes, and then use a little bit of yarn, go into the back, and then like go right, use it in the same color as the main color here, go into the back like this, then out where the eye is, like pretty close to it, maybe under it, and then back out where the tail end is, and then pull it tight, and it'll pull the face in, and then double knot it, and that'll keep that face going inwards to make it deeply inset. That's usually the best way to do it, in my opinion. All right, so we need pipe cleaners or pom-poms here. We're just gonna start, I think, I have these big ones, but I actually think the big ones maybe are a little too big. So I think we're gonna go all little pom-poms. And I'm gonna start here. I'll see if I can't do, let's try like this first. Back in, come out like here-ish. Like that. Yeah, that I think that technique for you, Tim, is gonna probably be the easiest by like a long shot. Should we do another one right here? Like that, maybe? Because here's what I'm thinking. You know what? Let's actually pin this in. Where's my pins? Oh, you know what? We use the pins on Tina's cactus here. So we want one like here. You know, oops. One like that. One like that. And then maybe one like right here on the connection point, maybe. And then another one right at the... Actually, I don't know about that connection point one. We might remove that one. I definitely think two at the end of this branch. You know, like one... Ah! Poke my finger. And then one maybe like right here. And then one right here at the top. Yeah, so basically every branch will have two pom-poms. I think that's a good idea. That's what we're going to do. We got to be careful. I don't remember which one of these had the needles. There we go. Okay, let's keep going. There. out to connect this pom-pom again because I don't feel like it's connected strongly enough. I think both of these need to be kind of like double attached there. Thank you, Rochelle. Rochelle, I appreciate ya. I like your name too. Am I saying it right? Rochelle? I haven't really heard that name before. Your name sounds like a name of a pretty shell. This is like a fancy shell. This is a Rochelle. From the south, from the beaches of South America. Here's the Rochelle. Go. Pull that in. All right, so this one's definitely tight enough on now, and we'll just do this one a little bit tighter. Do I even want to do that, or do I want to just come out? Nah, yeah, we'll do this. Boom. Out, and then I'm gonna come out right under. Where am I gonna come out of this? Right under here. Don't stab yourself, Louie. Boom. Nice. Okay. 2 down. Looking good. Yeah, nice. Okay, so now I'm just going to use this one. I'm going to actually kind of try to hide this end a little bit more to double knot. And then we just have 2 more to go. Oh, you know, we need to name our Kai. We need to name our little guy. Coop, I'm assuming the name suggestions are in our shared Google Doc. Is that true? Or should I just go scroll back on the chat? Whatever we need to do. Nice, okay, that'll work. Okay. Double knot and cut. Okay. Beautiful, totally hidden. Very secure. Love it. Okay, 1 down. 1 branch down. 2 to go. Liking it. I really am liking it a lot so far. Resent it on Slack too. Thank you. Everybody say thank you, Cooper. Okay. Boom, name doc. Oh my gosh, these are such good names. Oh, Sakura is a good name. Oh, there's so many good Japanese names here too. Haruko? Oh, I like Haruki. Okay, wait. Hold on, I'm gonna choose my 4 favorites. There's 1. Oh, I like that name. I'm like super into the Japanese names. Oh, I don't know which one. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. I'm gonna use all Japanese names because it is supposed to be a Japanese cherry blossom. So, yeah. All right, name suggestions. Here we go. Name our bonsai. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Name suggestions are in the chat, in the vote right now. We got Haruki. We got Koharu, we got Hana, and we got Itsuki. Go ahead and choose which one you like the most. I like that Isaiah at the last second there said Mr. Tree. I like that. I like that name suggestion too, dude. Okay. Back to sewing on these little branches. I think we can reuse this pink one. I think we have enough here still. And I think I have a better strategy for sewing these on now after making that first one. Oh, hold on. Thread onto the needle. Good boy. All right. I'm going to go into the pom-pom instead, like that. So that way I have somewhere to double knot it and it'll hide it better. And then we're going to go into the branch from where we want this to go, and then out, if I can. There we go. From where I want the next pom-pom to be. Like that. There. Is that too far away though? Nah, that's actually kind of perfect right there. Okay, back into the pom-pom. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to come out of the pom-pom first, and then I'm going to go back into the branch where that other end is, and out. Can. There we go. Nice. Out of the pom-pom. We're going to do this one more time to help secure it a little bit better. It's pretty good. Right? I don't know. Is that one too, like... No, actually, I kind of like that. I mean, obviously, it's loose. I know it's loose, so it's going to get tightened, but... Right? And then at least one up there. I actually kind of think one might even be enough at the top. What do you guys think? Or do I do another one, 1, 2? I actually think one kind of looks better. Or we can get really crazy with it and add a bunch more. I mean, how many pom-poms do you guys think we should put in? Let me know. I am all ears. Oh no! I ran out of face. I'm all ears now. All ears for years. Pull that one in. Tighter. Nice. 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 Will this be tight enough is the question on all of our minds. Yeah, I think we'll be good. Where's this other end? Is that close enough? Yeah. Nice. Okay. Actually, we might even be able to use this end for the other pom-poms too. One strand to rule them all. I am feeling a little bit like this bottom one is... Oh, never mind. I just tightened in it. That actually held it pretty tight. I think that's pretty good. Okay. Let's double knot that. 1 and 2. Cut that there. I actually want to cut that a little bit further down. I think we just ran out of music. 1 second, I'll get a new playlist going. Hey, Madeline. Welcome to the chat. All right. All the pom-poms, we say. Yeah, we think more pom-poms. So we definitely got to do one here, maybe one more. We can even do one more down here too if we wanted, like that. So like 3 there, 3 here, 1 or 2 at the top here, maybe? Okay, I'm open to that idea. Let's go ahead and add our pom-poms at the top first though, and then we'll come back and maybe add a couple more at the bottom. So 1 here at the top for sure, like right at the tippity top, right? Like that. Boop. And then, do we want one like right below it? No, right? Like, let's look at our images of pom-poms again, or not pom-poms, bonsai trees. Yeah, I guess on the top is probably a better move. Like 1, and then that. Yeah, we'll do like that. So it is kind of like right across from it. All right, that's fine. We need an end double knot too. 1 here. Like that. Oh my gosh, that looks freaking awesome. Look at how cool this guy is. Oh my gosh, my mom is gonna want this. Everyone's gonna want one of these. We're gonna have to make another one of these like tomorrow. Which, that's fine. I love to crochet. Is Kaylin still in the chat? Yeah, Kaylin is in the chat. Kaylin, this is totally gonna be a character. I'm not gonna say what for, but you know what I mean. Totally. 100%, dude. My gosh, I'm so excited to share with you the new version, by the way. Again, I know I'm being cryptic. I'm being a cryptid. There we go. Anyhow, I made a bunch of new changes that you're gonna love it. It's gonna be so cool. You're gonna be like, dang, that's awesome. I can't wait. I cannot wait to share. I don't even know if I'm going into the branch right now. I can't tell. I cannot see. That's probably fine. Let's see. If I pull it tight, I don't think these are going anywhere. I think that's pretty good. All right. Oh, I get to name it. I don't know what any of these names mean, by the way. I think I'm going to go with... Yeah. Oh, wow. I was not the only one that thought that was a cute name. Oh, you think it needs to be a crown character. Maybe. Maybe. But when? When will I let you know about it? Very, very soon. Very soon, Timothy. In fact, everybody in this live stream and anybody that's a member will get notified about everything, like, probably next week. I'm hoping I can talk about it next week. There we go. Nice. That's pretty good. Okay. So you think 3 would be like right there? I still want to be like, I still want some branches, you know? Like I still want it to like look like the tree. Like, because if we did there and there, is that not too much? Do you not think that's too much? Do you not think that's too much? I kind of like the way what we got going right now. I do think maybe a little bit more, but I don't think I want to overdo it. I don't know. What do we think, guys? Where would we think that third? Let's look at him in his pot, by the way. I love knowing that there's a face under that in the pot too. Oh, guys, tell me this is not one of the coolest live stream crochet patterns. Come on, dude. Look at this, dude. It's looking so cool. Okay. Okay, we're not done. We're not done. We're not done. Oh, Koharu means little spring? Oh, wait, that's a cute name. I should have chose that one. What's Hana mean? Who said Hana? Anybody know, like, anybody say what Hana means? Oh, Hana means family. No. I think we should. He needs a full name. What if on the top? Okay, so right here, I'm thinking like one right there, just enough. Here's my thought. If I can get it so it's just enough so that there's another pom-pom, but there's still like some branch showing, or maybe on the back like that. That's kind of nice actually. So that way, like, you can see that there's a branch, you know? And then maybe actually we do that the same kind of thing down here. So it's like, it still adds pom-poms, but still gives you the feeling of the branches. And then, you know, when you turn it around, I think that's the way we got to do it. That's the way, I like it. We need a little bit more pink. Beep, 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 beep. All right. Hana is flower. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Little spring flower. That's a cute name. Oh, I don't think we could go wrong with the name, if I'm being honest. Like, pretty much every one of those name suggestions is perfect. So Itsuki means tree. And Haruki means little spring, shining spring. So it could be like Itsuki Haruki. Oh, that's a cute name. That's cute. Itsuki Haruki. Konnichiwa. Hajimemashite. Watashi wa Itsuki Haruki. Konbanwa. Okay, I need to be careful with this one, so as not to show our stitches too much. How am I going to do that actually? I think we're going to go up like this. Just go into the other pom-pom. That way it'll just kind of hide that end in a little bit better. Right? So it's like right there. I like that. I think that's good. And then also from the back it looks kind of good too. Okay. Alright, then we'll just go back into where this is. It'll be nice because it'll also help hold the shape of our other pom-pom. Probably should have added this originally. Need this to come out in the right spot. In through there. Into the tree branch. This part's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. There it is. Okay, so there's the needle. Come on. Come on. Tighten that. Nice. Through this, and then one last sew together for this pom-pom, and then we'll have one more pom-pom, and then we'll be good. Go back into there. Over here, I'm not even going to tighten this yet. We'll use the other end to tighten, I think, right? Because if I tighten this one, well, actually, maybe we should tighten it more. Like that. And then we'll go, I'm just going to go like in and out like that. Actually, that's a lot easier. I should have done that the first time. Okay. Back up. And out. And then we'll double knot. Oh, so cute, dude. Nice. Yes, that's a good spot. I like it. I really like that actually a lot. All right, double knot that one. Can we see the face? Yes, you can. 1 second. There we go. All right. Here he is with the face. I think we're gonna add one more pom-pom, but come on, get out. Look at his stupid little face. You're so derpy. I love you. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, this is so cute, dude. A little mini pom-pom. Little mini bonsai. Okay. One more pom-pom, I think, down here. I think at the bottom like that. Right? Last pom-pom. What do we think? Yeah, I think like right there would be perfect. That's what we're gonna do. And we can just keep this end going. So up this, out here. Okay. And then back up the pom-pom. Probably could have just like glued these on really, but then we run the risk of them falling off, and we don't want that. We don't want the risk. I don't want the heat. There, not to there. Ow! Poked myself. Should run around it in a weird way. Hold on, we can fix this. Hold on, I can fix it. Wait. What did I just do? There. How did I... Okay, out the bottom of it? Ah, yes, I ran around the bottom. That's weird. There we go. Nice. Okay, last part. Into the pom-pom, out through where the other end is for double knotting. Then we're gonna be done, you guys. I cannot wait to see what you guys chose for the name. Boom. All right, double knot, cut close. Let's do some trimming on these pom-poms. Not all of them, but like these ones have these little bits popping out. So let's go ahead and trim those up a little bit. Same as right here. Okay. All right. Let's get this pink out of there. All right, now let's kind of shape this bonsai in a better way too. So I like the way this S is, but I think we can S it a little bit more. Nice, like that. I think that's that, guys. All right, what did you guys choose for our name? And we'll do our final reveal. Name suggestion was... Oh my gosh, it's a tie. We're keeping both of them. Love it. I love it. Its name is Itsuki Haruki. Itsuki Haruki. Whew, it's hard to say a little bit, but it's kind of fun. Itsuki Haruki. Meaning tree. Shining spring tree. That's what it should be. Shining spring tree. Itsuki Haruki. I love it. I love it. Okay, now let's take a look. We got... Here it is from every angle before we show off the beautiful face. Give it a little bit of space here. We'll keep our little guys in this corner. All right. Huh? I kind of like it this way a lot too. It's beautiful. And then, boop, there he is. And then the back, his little tutor. It's perfect, dude. It's so perfect. I love it. Oh, all right, team. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. What a fun live stream. Was not expecting to make a cherry blossom tree, but I mean, come on. That's a 10 out of 10. That's a 10 out of 10. We made a 10 out of 10 today. That's beautiful. I love it. I missed you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining today. If you haven't yet, please like down below and subscribe to the channel. If you hit the little bell icon, you'll get notified when we come out with new live streams. We do ones all the time. If you want to help support this channel, you can support with a membership at clubcrochet.com. It's probably the best way to support. You get all the patterns and everything like that. How did I make all the pom-poms? I actually didn't. I actually had these pom-poms already pre-made. I bought them pre-made. However, I do have a tutorial on my site for making pom-poms for you, Isaiah. If you want to check that out, you can find it just on our YouTube channel. But also, this is a fancy tool that really helps you make pom-poms. You can get these pretty much any craft store. Essentially how you do it is you wrap each one of these halves. You wrap all around where it says 25 here. You wrap it a bunch, and then you close that part up. And then you wrap this side, wrap, close that part up. And then you go around the center of it, tie it tight, and then you cut the wrap. And then it makes a little tiny pom-pom. This would make pom-poms just like that. I just didn't want to do it. But that's how you could do it if you wanted to make pom-poms. I found that pom-pom maker midstream, actually. Okay. Yeah, so you can support in a bunch of different ways. Purchase kits and merch in the store. We actually have a bonsai tree kit. So if you want to make a bonsai tree, you can. It comes with all the materials to make a giant bonsai that looks like... Hold on. I don't know where the bottom of it is. Oh. I can't find the bottom of it, but it comes with all the materials to make this giant bonsai tree with the pom-poms. It includes pom-poms. It includes all the yarn for making the tree, all the grass stuff. You make it with the cardboard and stuff it, and then it's actually got a pot that goes in. And what's cool is like you can take it out of the pot to have like a little hidden item under there. So it's very cool. This is a kit in our shop. So if you want to help support this channel, that's probably a great way to support it. Thank you guys so much again for being here. I really appreciate it. Let me look at what the to-do is for next week. Next week we are going to be making, it'll be same time, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be making a burb. So next week is going to be our burb live stream. So if you want to join, we'll be live again next Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next week. Thanks again for joining, everybody. Pasta la pizza. Happy hooking. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Goodbye. Oh my gosh, stop. No, you hang up first. Oh my gosh, you're making me blush. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first. Oh my gosh, stop. All right, bye. Thanks for watching, everybody.